Hi there, ever wondered how to animate from this to this? Of course you wonder how to do this. Or else you just randomly click this video just passing by. Yeah, okay, sure. 2D animation uses sprites. Since there isn't any sprite for this, just get a GIF and use a GIF converter to sprite. I recommend cropping the sprite sheet since the GIF is very long. A very long sprite sheet makes it impossible for Unity to make it into a sprite animation. Alright, now just open a random Unity project and then place the sprite sheet into it anywhere you want to. Next, we want to click on the sprite sheet and change the sprite mode to be multiple instead of single, and make sure you set your filter mode to be point to make sure that Unity does not make any changes to the sprite. Now we want to click on the sprite editor and select slice on the top left and click on automatic so that Unity will auto cut the sprite sheet to individual sprites. You can also manually slice by selecting grid by cell size, but I'm just too lazy. Hit apply and you're done with this part, I guess. Now we want to expand the sprite sheet to create an idle animation, like this. And drag on to the scene. This will create an animation. You can save this animation anywhere, but I suggest making an animation folder and saving it at there, since it's much more cleaner that way. As for the move animation, we can click on the window called animation and do it from there. You can click on the drop down box and select create new clips and just input one and then save. This will create a new animation slot to put all your one animation into it. You can input all your one animation just by doing like this. Next, we can adjust how fast you want your animation to be. By increasing the sample rate, you're increasing the animation speed. By decreasing the sample rate, you're decreasing the animation speed. You can also call a function midway through your animation by choosing the time you would like to place your function and then clicking on the add event. Then, make sure your function is a perfect function and connected to your game object. You can also add new simple animations, like the animation slowly getting bigger or smaller by pressing the record button. Now we want to open the animator tab. This tab is to tell Unity which animation to play first, based on the parameters. You can do all of this by firstly connecting two animations, for example, the idle and the move animations. Then right click on the idle animation and click on transition, and then next click on the move animation. Next we want to add some parameters. These parameters make sure that the animation will transit at the correct timing. These parameters can be float, integer, bool, or trigger. You can set these parameters by clicking on the plus sign and choosing what parameters you would like to use. Then, use a script to call these parameters to transit to the next animation. By clicking on the transition, you can adjust how fast would you like your transit from the idle animation to the move animation to go. For now, it is set to transit after the previous animation. You can set the exit time to 0 and false to enable it to transit without waiting.